everyone, how are you? Hope you are doing well. I'm Radhika here with a new topic for class 6 Civics, chapter Understanding Diversity. So friends, in this video, I'll be telling you about Ladakh. Friends, recall my previous video for this chapter. See, in that video, I've told you that how India is a diverse country. The topic for that video was diversity in India. I've told you how India is a diverse country, right? I said to you all that I'll be explaining you this topic very easily and clearly with the help of two examples. And what were those two examples? They were of Ladakh and Kerala. So in this video, I'll be telling you about Ladakh. So let's start. So first of all, I'll be telling you that what is the location what is the location of Ladakh. So what is the location of Ladakh? See, Ladakh is in the eastern part of erstwhile Jammu and Kashmir. Where is Ladakh? In the eastern part of erstwhile Jammu and Kashmir. See, if this is Jammu and Kashmir, so in the eastern part of Jammu and Kashmir is what? Ladakh. As in my previous video of this chapter, I've told you that where is Ladakh. I located Ladakh. So I hope so you can recall them. And if you have not watched my previous video for this topic, please watch so that you can get a better understanding for our today's topic also. Okay. So what I was telling you. See. So where is Ladakh? In the eastern part of Jammu and Kashmir. Okay, so I hope so you've understood this. So after that, now do you know that what is this Ladakh? Do you know? See, now it's a union territory. Yes, now it's a union territory. Now you might be thinking I'm using now word. So why I am using this? See, as earlier Ladakh was the part of Jammu and Kashmir, but now it's what? A union territory. Earlier it was the part of Jammu and Kashmir, now a union territory, so that's why I'm using now over here. So I hope so you've understood this also. So after that what is there? So see, Ladakh is a cold desert. Cold desert. So after hearing the word desert, you might be thinking of a place which is very hot or which is located in Rajasthan or Gujarat, right? So see, it's a cold desert, means thanda wala desert, means very cold wala desert, right? So Ladakh is a cold desert, and there in Rajasthan and Gujarat, hot desert is there. Okay. So see, first of all, I'll be telling you for this cold desert wala topic. It's not a topic, it's simply a very easy concept for this one line. So see, firstly, I'll be telling you that desert, how we consider a place as a desert. So how do we consider? See, there are some conditions by which we can say that that place is desert, right? So what are those conditions? Let me tell you. In that area or in that place, less rainfall is there. What? Less rainfall is there. Then after that, barren land is there. Barren land in the sense unfertile land, which is not good for the cultivation of crops, where agriculture is not being able to done, right? So that's what place? Barren land we say. So less rainfall. There is less rainfall, then barren land is there, and after that very little agriculture is possible in that place. So these are the conditions by which we can say that that place is a desert. So all these conditions are there in Ladakh. Okay, so as all these conditions are there in Ladakh, we can say that Ladakh is a cold desert. The concept of cold desert and hot desert we will be learning later on in this class only. In this class 6, I mean to say, of civics only. Okay, so after that, when it's a cold desert and agriculture, so what happens over here? That very little agriculture is possible here. So very little agriculture is possible here. But why? Because because Ladakh receives no rainfall. Yes, yeah, maybe sometimes it receives, but mostly it does not receive any rainfall, and is covered with snow. Is covered with snow for a large part of the year. Yes, it's the Ladakh. The area is covered with snow for a large part of the year, so that's why cultivation is not being able to done over there. Okay, so after that, you'll be thinking that when the cultivation is not being there, the cultivation is not being over there. Okay, no problem. But after that, how do they survive? Because because when a human being is there, that human beings need to drink water. So how do the people of Ladakh drink water? What is the source of water for the people of Ladakh? So, for drinking water, people depend on the melting snow. Yes, for the melting, people depend for the drinking purpose, the water for the drinking purpose, or for the other household works. People are completely depending on the melting snow. अब स्नो कब मेल्ट होती है? In the summers, we all know. So when in the summers snow melts, at that time what do the people do? They collect the water and use that water for the whole part of the year. Yes, okay. So in between, if the water is over, so just they bring some snow and just heaten up that, so it gets converted into water, so they can drink that also. Okay, so after that, okay, they are drinking water also by the source of what? Snow, the melting snow. I hope so you have understood this. So now, as you can see, the barren land in Ladakh. Why agriculture is not possible over there? Because of the barren land. Mostly the area of Ladakh is for the whole part of the year covered with snow, but the barren land in summers. अब summers में तो snow melt होगी, right? So when in the summer snow melts, the ground is there. So that barren land, it's barren means unfertile land is over there. So when the land is unfertile, what happens? The crop will not be able to grow over there, right? So that's why we say it a barren land. So I hope so you've understood the barren land. How is it? You can see the picture. Then after that, snow covered mountains in Ladakh. So snow covered mountains, you can see the mountains are completely covered with snow, right? So barren land in Ladakh, and just after that snow covered mountains. In barren land the temperature is cold, yeah, because it's in summers, but in winters when the mountains are covered with snow, the temperature is very cold over there, means thanda. Okay, so after that, the occupation of the people of Ladakh. So have you ever thought that the people of Ladakh, how do they get money for their eating purpose? Because for eating they need money so that they could buy something. So what is their occupation so that they are getting money? So let me tell you. See, in Ladakh, sheep rearing is very common. Yes, in Ladakh, sheep rearing is very common. So the families have their sheep, so they go with the sheep for their eating purpose. So when they have sheep, those sheep produce what? Wool. Okay, so when those sheep produce wool, from that wool what is made? Pashmina shawls are made. Now see, the sheep are there with those people of Ladakh. So they just get a trimmer with them and take the sheep with them and just trim the hair. Not in the winters. अगर वो सर्दियों में उनके बाल हटा देंगे तो उनको भी बहुत ठंडी लगेगी, right? So they trim the hair, or we can say, for us we can say wool. So they trim the hair of the sheep in summers so that उनको भी ठंडी नहीं लगेगी. अगर सर्दियों में उनको hair को trim कर देंगे so they'll feel also very cold ना. So in the summers their hair are trimmed up. Okay, so from that wool pashmina shawls are made. So the wool is collected from Ladakh, and pashmina shawls are chiefly woven in Kashmir. This means the people take the wool from Ladakh and then from that wool in Kashmir pashmina shawls are made. Okay, so I hope so that you understood this also, that how do they get the money for their eating purpose, because when they'll be having money, then only they'll be able to buy something, na? So I hope so you have understood this. And friends, now you see, now when they will be selling that wool to the people of Kashmir, so they get only that much money that they can use for their eating purpose. So from that money they're not getting very rich. That money is sufficient for their life, for their house, for means वो अपना घर easily चला पाएंगे, right? So it's for that, from that money they are not getting that much rich. Okay, so I hope so you have understood this much. Okay, so now what do the people eat in Ladakh? So people got the money, but now they need food also for eating purposes, right? So how do they get the food for eating? So people eat meat and milk products. Okay, so what do the people eat? They eat meat of animals. So they eat meat of animals, then the milk and milk products. So what do they eat? Firstly, they eat meat. After that, milk and milk products. So there are some products like paneer is made, right? So this is what? A milk product. So this is a milk product. Maybe that is also eaten in Ladakh. So meat and milk products are eaten in Ladakh. So now meat. So they eat the meat of an animal, na? So how do they get the meat of that animal? So let me tell you. See, each family owns some goats, cows and dezos. Sheep are also there. So each family owns some goats, some cows and dezos. So cows, goats and sheep we all know. But what about the dezos? So what are these animals called dezos? So see, yak we know na. So the female version, just do the opposite, the female version. So yak cow is known as dezos in Ladakh. Okay, so you can see in the picture also, it's the picture of a yak cow. So the body is very heavy and the yak cow is very powerful. So rather than the milk the people get from dezos, the dezos are also used for their traveling purpose. For example, I can tell you that if there is a person and needs to go from one place to other place, or coming down from the mountain or somewhere, something, carrying luggage with him or her, so for that dezos can be used. How? As you can see in the picture, there is a basket type something on the back of the dezos, right? So the luggage is kept between that area, and the people bring the dezos from the top or from bottom to the top of the mountain, like that. So for the traveling purpose also dezos are used, as they're very powerful and the body is very heavy. So rather than rather than they give milk to the people, they also had them in a traveling. So I hope so you are clear that what is the food the people eat in Ladakh. Okay, so then after that Ladakh do attract its share of traders who travel from the passes. So Ladakh is sharing what? See, it attracts its share of traders who are traveling from the passes. Now passes, what are these passes? See, the roads or the areas between some gully type something, we can say, no, not like that. See, the road something between the, maybe between the mountains or from over the mountain only, we can say like that. So that those roads are called what? They are called passes. Okay, so that road between the mountain is called what? Passes. Okay, so Ladakh do attract its shares of from the traders who are passing through the who are passing through the passes. Okay, matching. So see, when the traders are passing through the passes, what do they say? They get attracted towards Ladakh. They trade with Ladakh. Okay, like the wool also, like pashmina shawls are sold outside India also, right? So like that, so the pashmina shawls are traded from India, from Ladakh, from India, Ladakh. Okay, so like that we can so traders, so Ladakh attracts its share of traders. Okay, and which traders? Passing through the passes. Okay, so after that, it's very interesting for you all. See, first of all, you can see the picture. So in that picture, you can see that there are some vehicles which are passing through the passes between the mountains. Okay, so that type of passes I'm talking about. Okay, the road between the mountains or the hills, we can say. Okay, so it's now here is a very interesting fact. What's that fact? So see, the fact is that Buddhism reached Tibet via Ladakh. Now see, Buddhism is followed in Ladakh, and via Ladakh, Buddhism reached Tibet also, right? So from Ladakh, Buddhism reached to Tibet also. And friends, you know that Ladakh is also known as the Little Tibet. Yeah, the Little Tibet, because Buddhism reached Tibet via Ladakh. So Ladakh is called a Little Tibet. Okay, so I hope so you have understood this. So after that, okay, so significant Muslim population also lives here. So significant Muslim population is also living in Ladakh. So now Muslims are also there, Hindus are also there, maybe some Hindus would be also there in Ladakh, and Buddhists are also living there in Ladakh, right? So Muslims are there, Hindus are there, and Buddhists are there. This is what? Diversity in religion, right? So different religions are living, different people of different religions are living in Ladakh. So this is what? Diversity. Okay, so after that, Ladakh has a very rich and oral tradition of songs and poems. So Ladakh is having a very rich and oral tradition of some songs and poems. Means the songs are very good and very beautiful in listening, and the poems are sung all together, so it looks very beautiful, and it looks and in hearing it looks very beautiful. So while hearing, it's just awesome like that. So Ladakh is having a very rich and oral tradition for songs and poems like that, we can say. So after that, a local version of the Tibetan national epic, the Kesar Saga, are performed and sung by both Muslims and Buddhists. So the Tibetan national epic, which is Kesar Saga, is sung by everyone, means Muslims also, Buddhists also, and Hindus also. So all the people of these three religions are together singing the Tibetan national epic, which is Kesar Saga. So each and every person is singing this Tibetan national epic all together with great joy and happiness, right? So I hope so you've understood that what we have learnt today in this video. We got to know about Ladakh, the location of Ladakh, that what was the location of Ladakh. It's in the eastern part of erstwhile Jammu and Kashmir. We got to know. Then we got to know that Ladakh is a cold desert. Now it's a union territory. We got to know. Then how the source of water, how they get to drink water, about the agriculture done over there, how it's done, what is their occupation, we got to know. After that, the food what they eat, and in the last we got to know about the population of Ladakh. So I hope so you've understood our today's video and our topic very clearly. So in my next video, I'll be telling you about Kerala. So if this video is informative for you, do like, share and subscribe. Bye bye.